Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another edition of the United Spurs of America podcast. As always, I'm Michael Ramirez with my co-host, the GOAT, Jacob Wallraven.
Hey.
What's good, broski?
Hey, how you doing?
Bro, it has been a fat minute.
Too long,
It's been too
my
long.
friend.
Honestly, it's low-key my fault, but, we're here. We're here now. And honestly, the timing could never be better.
That's
We'll get
true.
into that in a little bit. But, yeah, man. Obviously, Tottenham finished in 7th place, qualify for the Europa Conference League. Yes, let's go.
European nights, baby.
Yep, European nights at the lane. You gotta love it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, Not much to report, to be honest, besides, I don't know, Antonio
Blue
Conte
blue
almost
balls?
becoming our manager. Yeah.
Oh my
Daniel Levy
God.
blue balling us yet again.
Daniel Levy
Um,
proving why he's incompetent yet again, as if he and us needed any more proof of that. Um,
and before we even went for Conte, we went for the GOAT, Poach. We almost, well, I wouldn't say almost. We were interested in the idea of bringing back Pochettino,
mhm.
possibly agreeing to a fee with PSG to terminate his contract. That way he can become Tottenham head coach once again. That blew up at the end. They got us going for a little bit. I got mad blue balls. You know I did. You
I
know
knew
I
I
did.
I knew that as soon as I heard that that was even a possibility, I knew that you were sitting there refreshing that feed
Dude,
over and over,
oh
waiting
my
for some
God.
news. I kind of felt that way about Antonio Conte. I felt like if they brought that man in, that
I
that
did a
would
little bit.
be, I felt like that would be the greatest option that we have.
Yeah. But
Uh,
nah, dude, if we
it-
would have gotten Pochettino, I would have cried. If for
Honestly,
those of
I
y'all,
would
I
have.
don't think I've said it on the pod yet. Have I said how I've met Mauricio Pochettino on the pod?
I don't think you have.
All right.
You,
So the
you're gonna have to
MLS
send
All
me that photo.
Stars.
Send me that
Yes,
photo, and I'll
sir.
put
I
it
took
up on
a
the
picture with
video.
Mauricio Pochettino in Denver, Colorado.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm in town in Denver, flew there from Dallas, going to the MLS All-Star game that year because they were playing Tottenham. And I had just become a fan like 2 seasons prior. It was the season before 15-16. It was the summer of 2015. So I was about to be a senior in
Yeah.
high school. Um, my dad takes the family to Denver. We watch Tottenham. But beforehand, the day before, we go to a Denver Broncos stadium tour. And we're just waiting in the lobby, waiting for our tour to start. Mile high. We were pretty excited, pretty jacked up. And I'm facing the entrance. My parents' backs are to the entrance. So I'm the only one that's looking there. The door opens, and there is Mauricio Pochettino, Jesus Perez, and two other members of the coaching staff.
Oh.
And I'm just like, is this like actually real right now? Like, did Mauricio Pochettino, the manager of the team that I support from across the pond, is standing in the same room as me? Yep, sure enough, it
Wow.
is. I was so nervous. I didn't want to bother him. I wanted to, keep his privacy and whatever. But now my mom wasn't having any of that, and she
Oh, gotta
basically
love it.
she made me take a picture with Pochettino. She was like, "You need to go take a picture," and I was like, "No, no, I don't want to bother him. He's on a stadium tour. I don't want to, interrupt his private life." And she was like, "Go get a picture with him right now." And I
Hey,
was like, hey, I don't want to upset my mom. So yep,
mothers,
I go
man,
up
you
to him and
you
I'm
gotta
like,
love it.
and I'm wearing my Tottenham kit. Our Tottenham kit the year before, the 14-15 home kit. I
Hmm.
was wearing it just because, I was jacked up about the MLS All-Star game that weekend. So I was wearing all Tottenham gear the entire weekend. And Pochettino sees that I'm a Tottenham fan, so he's like, "Oh my God, like this kid like actually supports, and he's from America." And I was like, "I'm a huge fan. Like, I basically I was like, I love you. I love Harry Kane. I love Christian Eriksen. I love Dele Alli." Um, but yeah, and yeah, I took a picture with him, and I took a picture with him and Jesus Perez also. I'll have to dig up that picture too. But
Yeah,
yeah, that's how I met Mauricio Pochettino in Denver, Colorado.
that's pretty special, man. Hey, my biggest takeaway is mothers. You have to love them,
Oh, you
bro.
gotta love him.
Only
She's
a
intense,
mom,
bro.
only a mom would force you
To
to
take a
go.
picture.
Yeah, no matter how nervous you are.
Yep.
Man, that's a beautiful story. I love it. I
Yeah,
love to
man.
hear it, man.
Uh, yeah, it was awesome. But yeah, so we get blue balled by thinking that we're about to sign Pochettino. We're about to get him back. That falls through, and then like we said, Conte fell through at the end as well. Apparently, we were in negotiations with him, and He basically just they didn't see eye to eye basically on ambition and salary and all that good stuff and coaching staff.
I saw something come out that he said a couple days after talks had broken down, where Conte basically alluded to the fact that, I enjoy a challenge, but I don't enjoy a challenge that
That's
seems to,
unrealistic.
yeah, that's unreal. Like I felt like once he said that was as Tottenham of a reply that a manager could give. Like,
Yeah.
what other
Plus
club
he
would they say that to, right?
plus he used to manage Chelsea, so I'm sure there was a little bit of that in there. But
Uh,
yeah, so we get blue ball twice, looking for a new manager. And then things just kind of stop after those two decline, or since we couldn't get both of those two, one declined and one couldn't come. Um, and then enter Fabio Paratici. Paratici, hey, Paratici.
do that Italian mob
Italian,
music.
Italian mob music. He enters the door, or he enters through the door, gets into the room. Hey, I'm Fabio Paratici. Hey. So we sign him as the director of football ops, basically. So basically, kind of like our GM, if we're Americanizing this.
Yeah.
We hire him as our director of football, and yeah, he signs Paulo Fonseca. It got confirmed yesterday by um, Fabrizio Romano, the reliable of the reliables in transfer rumor news.
Oh, Fabrizi,
Um,
that's the one you want to go to.
Fabrizio, baby.
Just like
Um,
an NBA over here, you go to Woj. You go
Woj,
to the
yep.
Woj.
If you go to Woj for the NBA and you go to Fabrizio for transfer rumor news in Europe.
Hmm.
So yeah, he said that we're just finalizing the last few details. About to hire Paulo Fonseca,
Hmm.
former Roma manager. They finished in seventh as well in Serie A. He's People obviously will make the allusion to the fact that we basically swapped managers with Roma, which I don't like the idea of either. But hear me out. I'm
Mm.
actually intrigued by this hire, and I'll tell you why. Can I get into it, or do you wanna tell your initial thoughts first, Jacob? I'll let you pick.
Man, that's a tough situation, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and air
All
it
right, all
out.
right. Here's why I don't hate the hire. Basically, I
Okay.
don't love it. I don't love it. Don't get me wrong. I don't love it, but I don't necessarily hate it.
All
Here's why.
right.
Okay, so he plays a three at the back formation, basically kind of like a 3-6-1 almost. Basically, um, he has obviously two wing backs. I believe three midfielders and one striker. But like, or it's two mid. Okay, it's a right wing back, left wing back, two center mids, and then a left forward and right forward, and a striker. So basically, the striker drops deep, kind of like Harry Kane does now, and he lets the wingers basically run forward, kind of like strikers. Obviously, we have Hyun-Min Son on the wing, possibly Gareth Bale, possibly. I'm not gonna say he's not because it's not confirmed, but um, possibly Bergvine as well. I know his finishing isn't the best, but still, the idea of having those two get forward and Harry Kane support like they already do anyways, with a three at the back system with wing backs, we already have Reggie. We need to get a right wing back, or I guess we might start Doherty, but we'll get into that a little bit. We'll get into that a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it fits the mold. We have pacey center backs with one pacey center back and then one slightly pacey center back. You have Sanchez and Rodon. I don't necessarily think Sanchez is staying, but technically he still is a Tottenham player. So hypothetically, he could play in that system. We hire a Joachim Anderson, which we'll get into a little bit later as well, to pair with them too. Alderweireld possibly too, playing in a three back. We've seen him play it with Belgium. Um, I don't hate it.
All right.
Am I wrong to say I don't hate it after that explanation?
I mean, your
We
explanation
we
gives me reason to not want to take as big a shit all over this as I want to, but I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hoybier and Oliver Skip in the middle of the pitch. Is that a bad? Is that a bad pairing? No. Is it a good pairing? Yes. Is it a great pairing? Possibly.
Okay.
Oliver Skip just had the season of his life in the championship, bro. He made the championship team of the season, team of the year, whatever you call it. Like that's not easy to do. The second division in England's not terrible. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like if he's bossing it at that young of an age, what is he like 19 still? Something like that. He's gonna contend for a starting spot in the midfield.
I
I'm
don't
calling it right.
disagree with
He's gonna be contesting for a spot.
Now we can talk about Ollie Skip's potential all we want, but when the fact of the matter comes to, I mean, that's up to the manager to do that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, so let me be real honest with you. All right. The fact that we're
I feel
not
like I'm
we're
about to get shat on.
we're not swapping managers, okay? This isn't a manager swap. It's literally who got kicked out of the door for Jose Mourinho. So we're taking the trickle down of the sweat that has come off of Jose and his fucking dick rag. That's what we're bringing in. We're like, oh, look at this Fonz, this guy, he's Italian. We got another Italian, the Juventus president or whoever the fuck. To me, what it sounds like is we are falling down the hill and we had no traction and we're just grabbing, baby. We're just grabbing at whatever will stick. We're grabbing. Okay, Zorro. I don't want to see the Zorro picture. Don't show me no damn.
Yeah, the
Okay,
Zorro picture. This man dressed up as Zorro post match after they won the league, I think that year or something like that. I forget, but that is an incredible photo. You can't deny that.
respect, man. Respect.
Respect.
Respect, man.
Respect, man.
Yeah, the three. That's what he held up. The three.
Respect, man.
Respect, man.
Respect.
Hey, respect,
So look,
man.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I'm not necessarily disagreeing with you. I think your point is both funny and valid, but still, I don't hate it.
I
They're
hope
they're
I
they're different coaches though. Like they have different styles, and he's hiring a brand new coaching staff, which is key because apparently
he's
Roma had a lot of injuries this season, and
he's
that was
also
part of the reason why they finished in seventh.
but isn't
You know
he
what I mean?
okay, there's also something else that he's going to do that I love half of it. He's bringing back the King, Dr. Ledley King, and also Ryan
Possibly Ryan
Mason.
Mason. Yeah, I've heard of that too. It's not confirmed yet, so we're not going to say that it's like for real, but this is what we're hearing
You know why Conte didn't sign outside of all the other bullshit? And you know why Conte did not sign?
because Matt Doherty is still on this roster.
That is probably top five reasons why he didn't sign. But I'm talking about the number one reason why he didn't sign. Because Daniel Levy probably said, hey, I need you to lay down and let me run this bitch, and you're my puppet. That's what Levy wants. Okay. Fonseca sounds like he's a little bit easier to lay down on the bed than Antonio Conte.
But it's going to be Paratici making the decisions, not Levy anymore, which is good. It's good for us. Bro,
I'd
he
like to
was the
see how this
football
turns out.
director for Juventus.
Okay, did they win?
Yes.
Did they win the
Every
Serie
year,
A?
almost every year.
Did
Yes.
they win
Almost
Serie
every year.
A
Yes. Almost every year.
this
I
last
think there
year?
was only like one or
Did
two
he did he
seasons.
win this last year though?
Let me see. Let me look up
We've also
how
brought in a
many
manager
Serie
who
A's
who who
he's
doesn't
won.
lose. We also brought in a serial trophy winner. And
Okay,
guess
yeah,
what?
that's fair. That's fair.
Nothing
All
we,
right.
we could
But
talk
he's
about what
like
people
his
have
tactics are
done.
washed. You
Okay,
can't you can't
I'm just
you
saying,
can't lose the ability to negotiate or like he's got lots of connections around the world too. You can't lose that, you know what I mean?
hey,
Unless you actually fuck it up.
I saw something that I thought was pretty insightful from whoever the fuck on Twitter. And our source that I frequent, whoever the fuck, um, he said something to the effect of that he believes there's a lot of hidden gems in the Italian league, and that this guy Paratici, that he has a chance to know and be able to sort out and find some gems that are kind of flying below the radar. And I think that might work for Levy and for Tottenham because they don't want to spend money, and we know that. Um, but to me, I mean, the signing,
He's
I'm going to back
won.
the manager. Okay. I'll put it to you that way. I'll put it to you and everyone who's listening. I will back the manager if it's the Fonz, if it's the fucking
The
Incredible Hulk. I
Fonz.
don't care. Okay. I just want hope that like I have something to look forward to next year. Cause honestly, where I'm at right now, I feel like top of the table, top 10 is the realistic. Just finish better than Arsenal, which they'll probably be 15th or something. So,
I hope they are.
so my
Hey,
point being is,
by the way,
yeah,
Fabio Paratici he won three consecutive Serie A titles when he was the managing director for Juventus between 2011 and 2014. Respect, man. Respect.
yeah, back in 2014,
And
back
when
in
did
tw-
Jose Mourinho win those titles? Back in
the
the freaking
the
2000s, bro. I
the
want to hear
the
it.
the level,
Respect, man.
bro.
Respect.
Okay, stop. No,
Paratici.
okay, but my point being, you're talking about something he won 11 to 14 in the Serie A. Like, come
Yes.
on, bro. Come on. It's
So
the
you're
Serie
expected to
A.
win, and he won.
It's the Serie A. It's not the Premier League. Like,
Oh,
come
I know.
on.
We're about to find out, though. We're about to find out what he's made of.
I hope he proves everything I say wrong. I hope he comes in and he makes some key signings and whoever's our manager, Fabio, whatever, yeah,
Fonz.
Fonzaleco,
Fonz a lick of my gooch.
sounds like Prosecco, Fonseca. Anyway, whoever's managing
It's
our
not as
team,
fun as saying Paratici.
Paratici. Hey,
Paratici.
why can't he be our manager? Since he's so good. Since
Nah, let's let him
nah,
manage the football ops.
there is something I will say. When I watched the Leeds documentary, their general manager, they took him from, I believe, Southampton or Middlesbrough, somewhere like that. But he had all these connections,
Yep.
and he basically got a shit ton of signings for Leeds that led them to the promotion that now has led them, to being in the top 10. So I have hope that when you bring in a guy who knows guys and has those connections, I do have an immense amount of hope that he can bring some players in, like a Rodrigo or a Rafinha type. Um, but man, we got to get this defense sorted. I can't be talking about formations with fucking Doherty and Sanchez. I'm telling you, I don't know how long I can do it for my
To be
mental
fair,
health,
they're
man.
probably not going to be here by the end of August.
Give Joe Rodon number 6, baby. Let's go.
Yes,
Joe
sir.
Rodon season's about to begin. Hopefully Tanganga comes back. He's not too out too
Yeah,
long.
man. He's been so unlucky with injuries. I hope he does come back
I'd love to
healthy
see Tanganga and Rodon at the center back. And
with
let's just,
Joakim Anderson, bro.
yeah, with it or Tanganga at the right back if we don't sign a right back. But I'd like to see Max Aaron's sign
That'd
at the
be
right
cool.
back. I'd like also to see Ollie Skip get thrown into our 18 at
Bro,
least.
we're about to be linked to so many Italian players. Do you realize how many Italian players are going to be thrown out there? Because now we have Paratici and then Fonseca
Who do
as
we
our
have?
Paratici.
Fucking Parakatiki. Um, so yeah, that I guess that about wraps up this manager talk. But yeah,
Should we move on to somber news?
yeah,
Probably the
yeah.
most important news. Well, definitely the most important news that we're going to talk about. Yeah. So, uh, former Tottenham player, former Tottenham star Christian Eriksen collapsed on the field in Denmark's first Euro game against Finland
In the
on
43rd minute,
Saturday. Yeah, it was super scary, bro. I saw the video and he just kind of, you could tell he was starting to feel weak, and then he just kind of
like
fell over
when he got that
on
ball
his
passed
face,
to him,
pretty
he just
much.
fell
Yeah,
forward. Yeah, I
and
think the
then
hardest
he
part.
apparently had a cardiac arrest, which is obviously ridiculously scary.
Yeah,
Definitely thoughts and prayers to Christian Eriksen and his family and Norway and everyone involved, but
and all the
or not
Denmark fans
Norway,
that were there
excuse me,
that witnessed
Denmark.
that had to be tough for the Danish fans that were out there.
Yeah, yeah.
Props to all the players.
I
Props
said
to the team.
Norway, bro.
Norway.
I'm a head ass. You didn't notice that?
How
That
long
was
ago did you
weird.
say that? I can edit it
It was
out. It's no big
like,
deal.
nah, nah, nah. Don't edit it out. That's funny. Um, but yeah, man, it was super scary. I honestly thought that he was dead. I mean, he apparently was for a second.
I
But I
was
was just
watch.
thinking back, bro, to all of the old days with Christian Eriksen running our midfield. Um, yeah, it's sad.
For me, I was watching it live. I was kind of, doing some things in the kitchen. My wife was doing her yoga and the baby was in the other room. And honestly, I didn't see it at first. Um, I just kind of, I remember I was cooking breakfast or something, and I was like, it doesn't sound like a fucking football game's going on anymore. Like, what's going on? And I
Yep.
just kind of look, and they're saying Christian Eriksen was down. And I said, holy shit. And they were talking about how he went down, and then they cut to a shot of the players linking on, like right when they started linking arms to cover him from the cameras. You could see that he was getting CPR performed on him in the back. And honestly, when I saw that, I started crying. I don't think I have as close of a connection to Christian Eriksen as you do, being that, you were part of the fandom for his glory days. And for me, none of that mattered, man. All that went out the window as soon as I saw that. To me, I was concerned for him, I was concerned for his family. I know he has a little kid. That just really hit close to me. I mean, I called my wife over, and she immediately knew how serious the situation was. And it's just one of those moments, man, where I hug my wife, I hug my son. It's just, I'm thankful to be alive. I'm thankful to have my loved ones. And it's just one of those things that shows you it's bigger than football sometimes. And really unfortunate news coming out from the side of UEFA, basically forcing them to finish that game.
I
I thought
know,
that was some
man.
major
That was
bullshit.
shitty. That was
There was a
shitty.
horrible game. I feel really bad for Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. He had to go out there and take a penalty, and it was a god awful penalty. But how are you going to be in the
How are
right
you
frame of
supposed to
mind?
play? Yeah, how are you supposed to
Exactly.
play?
And so to me, all that aside, like you said, prayers for Christian
Yeah,
Eriksen
man.
and
I'm
his
so glad he's
family.
alive. I'm so glad he's alive, man.
Seeing
That
him
would have been so
crying,
sad.
seeing his wife, his partner, seeing her cry, and the team captain consoling her, at that moment, I legit was like, I think he's dead. I think he's dead. And it's just so many emotions. Excuse me, getting a little choked up. So many emotions. Surrounding just that entire event. I think it was very serious, very scary. I couldn't get away from my computer and refreshing the tweet deck trying to figure out any news, anything. Then it's like, okay, he's okay. Saw the picture of him with the respirator on getting carted out. Horrible picture, but I'm very glad I saw it. Gave me hope that he's awake. That's I thought he died. I'm telling you, man. I'm watching I'm like, did I just watch this man die? Like I'm watching them perform the CPR. Dude, that's gotta be so tough for anyone who was
Imagine
there.
sitting like in the front row right there where it happened.
Yeah, and I saw the videos of the event. Man, you don't want to see anybody like that, bro.
I
I
watched it
don't
once
care.
and I couldn't do it again. I
You
turned it
don't
off
seeing his face like that and seeing how great of a player he was for us. And then he was for Denmark and his title run with Inter. It's just one of those you hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. I don't care if this dude played for Arsenal. I wouldn't want to see that. You know
for
how much I
sure.
hate Arsenal.
There was
That's
actually Arsenal fans in the comments on a whole bunch of those tweets saying like, "Hey, like I realize we're rivals, but basically saying,
big ups. Yeah.
yeah, like hope Christian Eriksen's okay."
Yeah, I
Yeah, man,
mean,
the whole footballing world and pretty much all of social media
in
was talking about
sports as
Christian
well.
Eriksen that day. It was crazy,
Just
man. It was so sad. And yeah, I just um when they said he initially, just collapsed, and when I saw the video, I couldn't help but think about um, all of the good times and all of the great performances that he had. He basically never he almost never had a bad game. He did have his bad games here and there.
he's the leader in
Unfortunately,
assists, right, for the club.
yeah, unfortunately, he didn't play very well like anyone else in the Champions League final, but um, he's had some big performances down over the years, man, against Chelsea, against Arsenal, against everyone, man.
Yeah,
Such a talented player. Definitely one of the reasons why I fell in love with football. Like I've said before on this pod, along with Harry Kane and Dele Alli, and Hugo. It's just sad, man. Like, hey, it was honestly heartbreaking for me because I was just thinking back to those good times, and just the service that he gave to our club, and the amount of effort and amount of love that he showed to all the fans. Um, it was just sad, man. So glad
yeah.
he's okay though.
Very good
Um,
news coming out that he's stable, everything's okay. We just got to keep hoping that that's the trend we're on for Christian Eriksen.
so there's a few current Tottenham players currently playing in Euro 2020, which is in 2021.
Also
It's funny, man.
Also
Yep.
Copa America.
We have obviously Hugo Lloris and Moussa Sissoko for France. Somehow Sissoko got in the French squad and Ndombele didn't. I have no idea how.
Or along.
Um, anyways, we have Toby Alderweireld for Belgium. We have Harry Kane for England, obviously. Davinson Sanchez for Colombia. Am I missing anyone?
Gio for Argentina.
Yep, Gio for Argentina. My
Recently departed
apologies.
Juan Foyth for Argentina.
Yep, now at Villarreal. Villarreal
Also,
did sign him for 15 mil, around 15 mil, 15 mil pounds or euros, whatever it is.
and then also Pierre-Emile Højbjerg for Denmark.
Yep, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg for Denmark. We mentioned that.
Does
So
I
yeah,
think
man.
Doherty's well, Northern Ireland's not in the Euros, right?
No, they're not in it. So yeah, a few
Good.
players to watch this summer. It's been fun so far.
hmm
England's played, Belgium's played. Has France played yet? I don't know if they've played yet. I think
They
they
play
play tomorrow.
tomorrow. They play
Yeah,
tomorrow
they play on
on Tuesday.
Tuesday. So yeah, it's been super fun. England won 1-0 in their match. I believe Belgium won 3-0 in their match. Have Colombia played yet? I think Colombia won 1-0, I believe. I think it was last night on Sunday
They
night.
played Ecuador.
Yeah.
hmm
So, a few wins already under their belt. Gotta ask you, man, who you got winning Euro 2020?
Who do I have winning, or who would I like to win?
Okay, we'll do who would you like to win and who do you think's gonna win?
I gotta pull, even though he's not on the national team this year. Hold on, I gotta go for my man's Cobra, Cobra. I'm going for the Czech Republic, baby. That's my dark horse. I mean, if you saw that fucking 57 yarder
Yep.
from Sheik,
Patrick Sheik.
the
Patrick Sheik.
fucking, the shit man Sheik, a beautiful
He shat
game.
on him.
That's my pick for who I'd like to see win. Um,
It's not
even though,
impossible. Greece
they
won
didn't
it
pick.
a few years ago in like 2004 or something like that.
Hey,
Can be done.
also, I mean, while we're talking about it, Hellas, baby.
Yep.
Greece is my wife. For you, those of you who don't know, my wife is half Greek. Went to Greece and basically fell in love and wanted to immigrate there for a while.
Yep.
So who knows?
Hey,
Maybe that'll still
Euro
happen one
champs,
day.
former Euro champs.
Hey, that's what it's about. And I'm really disappointed that they weren't in the tournament because honestly, when Greece plays, it's very similar to when Tottenham plays for me. It's very special. It's a beautiful thing to watch. A lot like when Team USA plays as well.
Yep.
I love watching Team USA. They also won a cup
Yep.
against Mexico,
Against Mexico.
so that was
Even
that
though
was
I love
cool.
Mexico, but it's still fuck Mexico when it comes to the United
Hey,
States.
but yeah. So who I think is going to win? Probably France. Their squad's too deep.
Dude, they're
England
so
has a
good.
very deep squad as well. I think one of them should win this. I think Copa Brazil for Copa America anyway. I think Brazil looked very good. Neymar was fantastic. Beautiful services into the box. I mean, if he had someone better than Richarlison or Gabriel Jesus,
He
he
had
might.
Mbappe up top like he does at PSG.
Mm, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Just too good. I don't think Argentina's squad's strong enough. I think Brazil should win that. But yeah, man, it's just good to have some games on,
It
honestly.
is.
Because right now, I don't know if I want to see Tottenham Hotspur football. I'm pretty mad at Tottenham, pretty upset. I think I'm going to need this off season and preseason to kind of build myself back up for the heartache that's going to come, at the end of the next season. So,
I'm not watching Tottenham Hotspur until we get some more fucking players in the squad, some better players in the squad.
nah, be honest, you're going to watch. Don't
Oh
lie.
yeah, I am, but god damn it, they always bring me back in.
Yeah,
Um,
it's too beautiful.
would
Too
you like to know
beautiful.
who I want to win?
Yes, yes.
All right.
And then give me your Copa.
Honestly, no bullshit. I both think and want England to win.
Bold.
I think England's
Bold.
gonna win, and I want them to win. I want to see Harry
Okay.
Kane lift a trophy, and
Be
that's the only
beautiful.
reason why. Copa America, I think and want Brazil to win.
Okay,
Well,
take it.
okay, now I take that back. I think Brazil's gonna win, but I want Messi to win. I
Messi
want
or
Messi to win
Argentina?
a Messi
I think it'd be
and
cool for
Gio,
our,
obviously.
yeah, I think it'd be
Obviously.
cool for Gio to lift a trophy. Well, I mean, wouldn't that be something? Everybody who's not with Tottenham is gonna go lift a trophy. I mean, if you think about it,
Hugo's already done it with
Eric's
France.
Eriksen did it. Um,
Kyle Walker's done it 7 times.
Kyle Walker's done it a few times. Um, who else? There was a bunch of people that won trophies this
Yeah,
year
it
that
was fucking bullshit. Dude, people hate on us so
won
much on
Foyth.
Twitter. Juan Foyt just won the
There's another
Europa
guy
League.
in Villarreal
Um,
as well.
yeah, Etienne Capoue. And then did Marcus? No, I don't think Marcus Edwards won one. Who else won one?
I mean, if you
Yeah,
think about
obviously
it, Ollie
Erickson.
Skip won.
Yep, Oliver Skip won one. Yeah, it's just a whole bunch of former players who
Man, where's
basically
Troy
won when
Parrott
they
at?
left.
What's up with
He's
Troy
coming
Parrott?
back. He's coming back. We're probably gonna send him out on load again, bro. He's not gonna get playing time. Who's he gonna get playing time over?
If Kane leaves,
Oh well, that's different.
because if Kane leaves, I would love to see. I mean, this is one of the most frustrating things I think with pretty much any team. If you support MLS as well, it's just like you want to see them play their academy products, don't you? Um, but for some reason, they just don't get the light of day, and then they go sign for Villarreal.
Yep.
I'm kind of upset about the Juan Foy thing, if we're being honest.
You liked him?
I liked seeing his progression, and I thought he was at a perfect spot to bring back.
He still made dumbass decisions, but he's
He's a
talented.
kid. He's still a kid. He's what, 22, 23? That
To be honest, man,
I
I
like the
honestly
youth.
could I could care less that we sold him because at the end of the day, it's more dough for transfers.
Well,
He's
we
probably
can
not going
only
to become
hope.
a world class center back. I mean, he might be. You never know, but you
I
know
think
what I
he's at the
mean.
right back there for Villarreal.
I think he plays center back. He plays center back. He
I'm at,
plays right
yeah.
back for Argentina.
That's what I was thinking of.
He
Thank you
plays
for
right
that.
back and center back for Argentina.
Okay. Yeah.
But yeah, man, Euros are going to be exciting for sure. For sure. Speaking of the summer and possible moves, would you like to get into who we'd sell?
Oh yes. Oh
All right.
yes.
Who would we sell? Play
Ding 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 ding
the
ding
game
ding
show
ding ding
music.
ding. Dun, dun,
So,
dun.
anyways, we'll start off with you, Jacob.
Mhm.
Which Tottenham Hotspur players do you want to see exit the building this
I don't
summer?
I don't think I can say these names fast enough. I'm gonna start with my number one. Get him the fuck out. Matt
Okay.
Doherty. Get out of here. Go away. Don't ever come back. Go back to Wolverhampton, wherever the fuck you came from. Just go. Sell. Pay you to take him. Same with Eric Dyer. You can take him. Give him. Send him to Roma. Uh, I'm selling Sanchez. Selling Aurier to PSG for 20 mil. If that actually
Hopefully
goes
we
through,
get that.
if that actually goes through, that's criminal.
We'll see.
I might like Daniel Levy again if we get 20 million for Serge Aurier. Um, I'm also going to sell Ben Davies. Which honestly, I've heard people talk about how Doherty and Davies will have a resurgence with this, with the Fonz's schemes. I don't buy it.
Doherty possibly. Ben Davies, no, bro. He's not a left wing back.
Doherty's ass. I
He
don't. You
does not
can't.
need to get forward. If he gets forward, no, 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 no. I do not want Ben Davies getting up the pitch.
There's
I don't
no
care how good his
magical
crossing
there's
is.
no magical potion
Not
you
even
can give
that
me
good at
to
crossing.
drink to make me think that Matt Doherty is going to be anything other than a fucking bum. Anyway, sorry. So I'm also selling Winks. I'm also selling Sissoko. I'm also selling, I hate to say it, I hate to say it, Eric Lamella and Lucas Moura.
Wow,
Hmm.
Lucas Moura.
I
Apparently, there's
love.
Saudi links with Lucas Moura right now. Can you
I think
believe
Lucas
that?
Moura could go be a star man elsewhere.
Oh yeah, yeah, for sure. Especially in like the Saudi league. Oh, dude, he'd kill it up there. Yeah. To
Um,
be honest, man. I mean, sorry. Are you finished?
no. I'd
Who else would you
also
sell?
I'm trying to. I feel like there's another midfielder hanging out that I'd honestly. You're not gonna like this one. I'd also sell Dali Ali. I don't think we're gonna get back the prime deli the fucking long dick deli alley that we've had for a long time. I don't think we're gonna get
So
him
you
back.
was in violence today.
Yeah, you know, I'm just telling you what I'd like to see because I think he's one of the players we can get a little bit decent amount of money for. And then I know this is the sell part, but I'll just go ahead and get my buys out of the way. I'm buying Skriniar. I'm buying Max Aarons. I'm buying that lad from Fulham, Anderson, Joakim Anderson. Love the name Joakim, by the way.
I think that's
Um,
how you pronounce it. I'm not sure. We'll just say Joakim for now.
I'm signing those three to shore up my defense. Um, and then as far as midfield, I'm gonna say we sign Sabitzer.
Sabitzer.
I think we use him in kind of that Dele Alli role, and then hopefully Bale stays. If Bale doesn't stay, this is out of left field, never gonna happen. Just a wet dream of mine. Adama Traore.
Why do you like Adama Traore
I
so much? I
love it,
get he's ripped, but
bro.
the
Come
man
on.
can't finish.
I
The
just
man is allergic to the back of the net.
when I see him, I am like his sleeves. I'm just tighter than a tiger. You know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. I love the man. Watching him run is like, I mean, I'm a big dude. So when I see a big man in football and he's fucking faster than half of the people in the league, come on. I would love to see it. Not gonna happen. Definitely not gonna happen. But I would love to see it. That or Sam Maximin if Bale doesn't come back. I think those are two unrealistic, unprobable signings, but just kind of my wet dream if I could. Realistically, I bet there's some guy out there I've know little to nothing about until I hear the rumors. Um, but yeah, those are my picks. What about you? Who are you buying and selling?
So I'm selling everyone that you mentioned. Daugherty, oh, except for Dele Alli. You
I thought
stay
you were about
away
to
from
say
Dele
except for
Alli.
Doherty. I thought you were about to
No.
say except for I'm about to punch you through this.
Daugherty, Sanchez. I'm not that stupid. Sanchez, Dyer, Davies, Winks, Sissoko, Eric Lamella. I'm sorry. Gotta do it. I love the
Hmm.
man, but you gotta sell him.
It's time.
It's time. Um, I'm not renewing Vinicius's loan. I'm not
Mm,
buying him.
no fucking way.
Not for 40 million. Get the fuck out of here. Uh, am I missing anyone?
Mora,
I
you
don't
gonna you
want
use
to sell him because is I think he could work in Fonseca's system, but I wouldn't hate Lucas Moura leaving, but I don't want to sell him, so I'm not gonna add him to my sell list. Um, I think that's it. Who I'd buy? Joakim Anderson, Marcel Sabitzer. Uh, honestly, if the funds are there and if he's gonna play on the right, or I guess you could possibly switch him with Son. Son can play on the right too.
someone could play
Uh,
anywhere you play him, baby. He's
he
master.
can.
He's master.
Um,
I
God,
love Youngmin son.
it's tough, but possibly Thuram. I would be okay with that. I don't know how expensive he'd be. I think he's like 40 mil. If he's gonna start, I would pay for him because I think he's cool. He's got a good vibe. He's bossing in the Bundesliga. I think that's it. I think that's. I mean, I just don't know who Fonseca wants, so I can't really say right now. But that's who I definitely sell, man.
Could you
Get all those
imagine?
players out of my club.
Could you imagine? Just hang out with me for a second in this twisty turny vibe that I'm about to send you on. Could you imagine in some twisted, weird way we sell Kane? Okay. Now hold on. And then we bring in Erling Holland or some shit like that. And this boy, what do you
That's one of
think?
the only players I would sell Harry Kane for.
Really? I do. I'd sell him for Mbappe. I did that one season in
Well,
FIFA,
yeah,
and
yeah,
you gave me the most shit about it. But
I did because obviously I love Harry Kane, but yeah, I would exchange him for Mbappe. Or I would, yeah, yeah. Him and Holland, bro. That's about it.
I,
Uh,
yeah, I
maybe Lewandowski. I just don't know how long
no,
he's going to be
no, no, no.
effective. You know what I
We
mean? He's
can't.
getting old.
No, no,
But he
no,
just
no.
scored 41 goals.
Fuck
Like,
him.
that's
In the
ridiculous.
Bundesliga, bro, you could.
I
That's
know.
just like boasting up the Juventus president for fucking Serie A titles. Give me okay. That's like saying, "Hey, I got toilet paper. Some of it has ass wipes on it, but some of it don't." I just, I ain't buying it, bro. I ain't buying it. Don't tell me. uh, Hey, unless we win 4 years in a row, I will fucking get Paratiki's face on my fucking chest. All right. I will if he wins us four in a row like he did for them.
It's
And
three in a row.
okay, three. I'll even take it down to three. Three, I get Paratiki tatted on my chest.
Paratici.
That's all I'm saying. Par-
Paratici.
Paratici.
Um, it's gonna be interesting, bro. Honestly,
Yeah.
when Fonseca gets in, him
I
and
just want a
Paratici
manager
sit
at this
down.
point. I just
Yeah,
want a
yeah.
manager.
It's been a minute. It's been what, over 50 days since we fired Jose Mourinho. So it's been a minute. But it's gonna be interesting to see who he wants, who him and Paratici want together. Until then, all we can do is wait. All we can do is wait. Jacob, any final thoughts?
Man, I hope it's not 3 weeks until the next one. This has been fun. I got a lot off my chest.
Yeah, we did get a lot off our chests today.
Yeah.
We got emotional, we got sad, we got mad, and
Happy?
yeah, we got very happy too.
Atomadrari.
All in one, an all-in-one episode. Thank you guys so much, as always, for listening to another edition of the United Spurs of America podcast. As always, please follow us on social media. That includes Twitter, YouTube, and Spotify.
Big ups.
And
We
if you're
just hit over
interested,
100 followers on Twitter.
we did. On
Let's
Twitter,
go.
we surpassed 100 followers. We're on the rise. Yeah, but if you're interested or invested, possibly join our Patreon.
Mhm.
Um, Definitely would love any and all support there as well. But yeah, man, it's been so fun doing this. It's been a fat minute. I'm glad we got back on the mic.
Hell yeah. It's been a minute, man. It's been good chatting Spurs with you. Um, miss it, man. I miss talking about games, miss talking about players, and
Just
I
getting
miss
mad on the mic.
I miss talking about Jose Mourinho.
Nah, get
I
out of
miss
here.
talking about the special one.
Yeah,
Now we're
he's not
gonna
so
bring
special
now we're
anymore.
gonna bring in the man who can't stay.
Soro.
I'm telling you, okay, this man, he got kicked out of Roma for fucking the guy that we fired, and we're like bringing him in, and you want me to be all excited? Zorro or not, bro? He can't. Not even Batman can save this club. Okay.
You might be right, but I'm all in. As always, guys, for Jacob, I'm Michael. We'll see you next time.
No, come on, you Spurs, man. Come on, you Spurs.